Debt collection calls are skyrocketing, up 150% nationwide, according to the Federal Trade Commission. Floridians are feeling the pressure as the average debt per person climbs close to $60,000. Knowing your rights before you pick up the phone could save you stress and money. News4JAX consumer reporter Tiffany Salameh shares how to handle the calls and how to get help.
Debt collectors keep calling Priscilla.
I incurred a bunch of debt after my daughter went through cancer treatments, and I have not been able to pay the full amount.
They're after the $30,000 in medical debt she owes after her daughter underwent cancer treatments locally.
How's it impacted your life having these debt collectors just constantly calling you?
I think it just adds a level of stress of like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to make it every day? Like every month, like, am I always going to be in debt? I think that's the biggest thing. And especially like after going through cancer, which is with my daughter, which is stressful enough.
In the first quarter of 2025 alone, Americans reported over 112,000 debt collection calls to the Federal Trade Commission. That's a surge of more than 150% year over year. Florida received the third largest amount of those calls, and it's a sign that consumers are struggling financially.
If we head into any sort of broader economic issues, because you're going to see more of this pop up. You're going to see those complaints to the FTC increase even further.
If you're getting calls from a debt collector, it's important to know your rights as scammers take advantage. Don't confirm any personal information until you know the call is legitimate, and always ask for written verification of the debt. You'll also want to determine the age of the debt. Each state has a statute of limitations. In Florida, if your debt is more than 4 to 5 years old, you may not be liable for it.
They only have a certain amount of time to collect on it legally. And if they're calling you about a debt that's, years and years old, you may not even be financially responsible for it anymore.
Debt collectors also aren't allowed to engage with you in any way that makes you feel harassed, oppressed, or abused.
They can't threaten to send you to jail. They can't threaten to tell people in your household or family members or, work colleagues or something about the debt. So if you're feeling harassed, you really do need to take action and file the complaint.
There are options if you need help paying a debt. Priscilla was able to get some of her previous debts settled and interest rates reduced working with Money Management International.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Reporting, Tiffany Salameh, Channel 4, the local station.